This is Miss Rudolph explaining 11.1 from Glencoe Algebra 2 Arithmetic Sequences. I'm asked to write an equation for the nth term of the arithmetic sequence, negative 14, negative 5, 4, 13, and then I'm going to find a term. The general equation that we need to know is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. A sub n, that just means the general term. It's kind of like having a y. It's a part of my equation. A sub 1, well, that represents our first term. In this case, our first term is the negative 14. N, that's kind of like having an x in an equation. In the situation where I want to find the 20th term, it's what I'm going to plug in. But that's now I'm going to find the specific term in a sequence. And the d is the common difference. How do we go from term to term? So if we're looking at this, we go from negative 14 to negative 5. We go from negative 5 to 4. And I'm asking myself, well, how do I get from one term to the next term? Well, I'm adding 9 between each of my terms. So I'm now going to fill in my missing information to my explicit formula. That's another way of me explaining what an nth term equation is. So my first term is negative 14. Now I'm going to leave it as n minus 1 because I'm not at the point where I'm trying to find the specific term. My common difference is 9. I'm now going to take my 9 and I'm going to distribute it into my expression here. So now if I'm going to continue writing my equation, we're now going to have 9 times n, and negative 1 times 9 gets me negative 9. Now I'm noticing that I have some like terms here, which are my constants, and I'm going to add these together. So now I have my nth term equation. Well, negative 14 plus negative 9, that's negative 23, plus 9n, okay? So this is my general equation. It's kind of a good stopping spot. But now my teacher, or the textbook, has asked me to find a specific term. In this case, it's asked me to find the 20th term. So that's actually what I'm going to plug in for my value for n, okay? So now, I'm just doing some math here, negative 23. 9 times 20, well, that's going to be 180. And so what I'm really asked to do is figure out, well, what's 180 minus 23? Well, that's going to be equal to 157. So I can make my sentence or my statement for my general solution. The 20th term is 157.